The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Thursday, last day of trading day of the week this week. Hope everyone's doing good. Glad to see I'm not muted today like I was yesterday. How's everyone doing today? Looks like the markets have been moving, but up and down. But not with a big range. Only about a 95 point range here on NQ overnight. And ES, I forgot to move the yellow lines. Let's see. Under 20 points, about 19. There on ES. Copper, only about less than 100 ticks of range. So it definitely looks like some people have already taken the holiday, started taking the holiday. Though we do have about 14 points of range on gold as it's been coming back down. It tried to get up toward 2,000 but failed so far, though you see it rising back up. Good morning, Chris. How are you today? UltraBond also kind of tight, about a 1.5 range. Natural gas just continues to go up, up, up. Above 7 now. About 150 ticks of range. Crude oil also kind of tight, but coming down toward its lows. Looking at about about 170 ticks of range. Quick dirty math. Russell. About 10 points of range. And last but not least, the Dow. About 140 points of range. Yes, I'm doing alright. Not bad, not bad. Hoping to make the last day of the week a green day. UltraBond sending us a signal there. But kind of spotty. Gold squeezing. Crude's coming. I'm sorry. Crude Nasdaq's been coming down here for the last 20 minutes. Yeah. ShareVision had some technical issues. They couldn't get it started. I tried for like half an hour to get the stream started, and I couldn't. I kept pressing the button. start it and nothing would happen. And I just looked and other people were having the same issue, so hopefully they get it fixed by Sunday night. So let's look at NQ here. I'm going to say this, I ended up dozing off last night since I wasn't streaming. And obviously uh, I don't take trades on the TCP, the funded account, unless I'm streaming. I may need to adjust that, but last night would have been very easy to trade. Look at this. 15 points, 5-point stop. 15 points, 5-point stop. Wouldn't have taken either of those weirdness. 15 points, 5-point stop. 15 points, 5-point stop. 15 points, 5-point stop. And even if I wouldn't have got in there instead. 15 points easy. This would have been a loss. But again, another 15 points at the 5-point stop. So in the evening time, what was it? 6 wins and 1 loss. 6 wins, 1 loss. Let's say I would have fell for one other spot where it didn't win. So it could have been 6 and 2 last night. Then another one here later on. It was actually very easy to trade again in the evenings. I'm gonna start really focusing on the evenings using that 5-point stop strategy. This one would not have worked. I'm not sure I would have taken it there anyway. Actually, it would have. Ooh, wow. Still not sure I would have taken that. Oh boy. Gonna just chart out until we get some sort of signal. That one wouldn't have worked. ES. Oh, ES is sending me a signal, so I should probably check what's going on. Hold on. All these would have worked, even with a 5-point stop. That is really interesting. Normally I'm thinking only the 5-point stop's going to work in the evenings, but even here's where the London session starts. That might be where we need to stop using it, but give me a second here. How's everyone else doing this morning? Still waking up? Looking forward to a long weekend? For those of you that have a long weekend? Uh, Yep, that was one place. That's so right there is where we're starting to see that maybe the 5 doesn't work anymore. Oh, yeah, 2 longs there would have faked me out. Boom, right there as well. Could have got out though in the first short signal. Maybe break even. Yep, and that short signal might. Oh, no, that worked. Would not have taken that long signal. And here we start a chop fest. Would not have taken that short. Not have taken that long. Well into the bands. This one though probably would have faked me out. Wouldn't have taken that long. Wouldn't have taken that long. Definitely wouldn't have taken that short. That was a reversal play. Wouldn't have taken that long because it was a reversal play. Yeah, it would have worked. Let me go check, see what's going on. That gun keeps firing. Yeah, I'm almost there. Long signal there. I'm not sure I like that there. Coming into these downward trending bands. So that one might go without me. Lately they've been doing that. They passed the SMA line. I more expected to go up, down, and then up, but lately they've just been going up. So we'll watch. Let me finish this chart, and you can see these signals for the most part have been good throughout the night. And you could have used a tight stop. Back up. Wouldn't have taken that there. Would have taken that there. And that's another 15. See how easy it was to trade this overnight? Obviously, in the heat of the moment, I probably would have taken some of the signals I said I wouldn't take. But still. Yep, there's the pullback I expected. Up, down. Now let's see if it curls back up. Excuse me, sorry. So, there's the pull down. Let's watch to see if it continues to come back down. Or if it starts curling back up, back above that SMA line. And there's the buy signal on the other side. We're going to grab an MNQ chart here. I wasn't prepared. Didn't expect it to curl up that fast. But we're going to grab this real quick. Or try to. No, not 1, 2, market. Yes. Okay, so we're in that trade. I got no volume on my thing. There we go. I might have rushed that. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Well, I did that just in the right time. Oh, we're hitting the bands, though. Pulling back. Don't like that band hit like that. Hopefully it'll come down, but come back up. Oh, I need a stop loss. I'm gonna make the stop just down here at the bottom of this wick on that candle. It's only 7 points. Ooh, pulling all the way back down. That could reverse there. That's dangerous. Yep, I'm back underneath my entry. I should have got out as soon as I saw that band break. Yeah, it's a reversal. I think. Maybe not. What do I know? Not sure what's going on here, honestly. It's a weird setup here. They're hanging in. Oh, and took me out. Wow. So big 12-point candle back down takes me out. Sorry, I was being silent there. So small loss there. Let me look here. Let's see. $27.50. See if I had too tight of a stop there. Big drop below the SMA line. Sending a short signal, but I want to see if how this plays out. Wow, and yep, it just totally just lost itself. I should have went in the other way. Look at that move down. That's frustrating. Not a good way to start the day. Could have grabbed that short, but I wasn't sure about it after that weirdness on the way up. So I missed that opportunity there, and we'll see how far this ends up going. It's already gone 15. And normally at this point I'm looking for 30. So let's see if it goes 30 and how bad of a missed opportunity this is. Yeah, so that faked me out a little bit. Although if I had gotten in here where I said I was waiting for the pullback, obviously it kind of messed with my strategy a little bit there by how far it went up off that long signal there. This would have went 15 points up on that wick. So honestly, the better strategy here would have been to get in on this first long signal and set the stop down at the low of the move, which would have been about a 13-point stop, which I've been known to use at this time of day, so that wouldn't have been bad at all. I don't have to look at that more. See how far this goes. How's everyone doing this morning? Seems like a quiet morning so far. Not a lot of people chatting. Little pop up there. So, this is NQ biting me because I said it was easy to trade overnight. NQ never likes to have a reputation as being easy. So, that was NQ's way of telling me it didn't like to hear that. We're about 4 minutes from the top of the hour, so this didn't go a full 30. It would have went 15. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if that's going to be the kind of day it's going to be. And of course, this is popping up now, but it doesn't mean it's not going to continue down. Okay. See, seeing some red there. So trying to see how much. Hey, Bobby Joey. I don't trade stocks, Bobby. I'm a futures trader. Think like Nasdaq and crude oil and gold and soybeans. Futures are easier, in my opinion, than stocks. Easy to go long and short. No PDT rule. And if you're a good enough trader, you can get funded to trade with somebody else's money, like I am. So during that little encounter with NQ, it looks like it's going to continue to come down. Gold popped up a little bit, it's kind of sideways now. Treasuries are heading upwards, though pullback. Copper's pulling down. ES came down with NQ, so as did the Russell. Crude oil's kind of sideways. And we had a small dip there on the heating oil. If you're interested in learning about futures, Bobby, I'll be happy to help with that. NQ coming down, and so now we're kind of sideways there on ES and NQ. So far, this move's gone about 25 points. Top of the hour, not a real any big bounce here at the top of the hour. Let's check what kind of news we have today. Oh, you know what? That's what I forgot to do. Too much going on. There we go. Huh? So, everyone's quiet today. None of the regulars are here yet. No Matt. Haven't seen Yolanda all week. No Stephen Lee yet. So this move is still trying to go, but we'll see what happens. I think Bobby left. Didn't even give futures a chance. What does BTC do? Oh, BTC got back. Oh, that's a weird candle there. Wow, look at the Tesla candle there all of a sudden. That was an anomaly of what just happened there. Slow day today. Not a big crowd. Not a big crowd, and looks like a lighter volume as well on the assets. Long signal there on crude. Still on crude. Gonna try this here. And of course, comes right back down. High of this move over here was 24. I got it at 12. I shouldn't have tried that here. Dang. Got in kind of late, I guess. 5 ticks late. Right back down to stop me out. It hasn't yet. I like that candle up. Oh, there we go. I gave up on it, and it's going, maybe. Let's see where it does. Where it goes. Back to break even. Nice little curl up for a few ticks would be nice. You can see the D indices did curl back up. Oops. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Lost the chart. There it is. Coming back down again. That's looking bad. Looking like it's curling downward. SMA line is below my stop, unfortunately. I want to move my stop and take a bigger hit if it comes down. Though it is still trying. Oh, there we go. Nice little boost. And back down. So it's going to be one of these days. Well, welcome everyone who's just kind of joined. See the numbers have popped up. And Q, we would still be in this trade if I jumped in there. They've gone almost 30 points, but that didn't quite reach 30. But it's still like might want to trend down. It's been one of those trades that have been like, Geh. For now we're Crude's dropping again. 2 ticks for my stop, 1 tick for my stop. My stop is on the bid. Okay, there we go. Crude bit me again, as usual. Long signals firing now on the indices. ES fired one. Oh, copper just dropped like a rock. Slowness. Wonder if today's gonna be a slow, grindy kind of day. See the bounce there on copper went well below that third band, probably in fourth band. Oh, big move up there on NQ. I don't know if I would have trusted. There's a second buy signal on NQ. I just don't know. I don't necessarily like it here. I don't necessarily hate it here. That candle did touch that band, so that would have been against my trading plan. And okay, here's the pullback. Look at that ugliness on UltraBond. Down the bottom right hand corner. That would have stopped me out 300 times. Now we might see this pop back up. This came down. So far has respected that SMA line. See if it pops back up. Just kind of hang in there. Hey, Stephen Lee, how you doing? Tight, uh, so it's tight range here. Bands are about 15 points apart. Waiting to see which way it wants to go. So far this morning, I've taken a loss on Crude on the Gauntlet account, and I've taken a small loss of $27 on the TCP. Didn't trade last night because I couldn't stream. ShareVation had an issue. And I ended up falling asleep. Don't know. Probably not. But I don't have another. Since the market's closed, starting at close today until Sunday, I don't have to worry about it until Sunday. Well, Monday actually, because I'm not going to stream on Easter Sunday either. So I don't need to stream there again until Monday. So hopefully they'll get it fixed by then. That's right, folks. After today, you have no ox until uh, Monday morning. And Q trying to send a second long signal here. Still kind of tight. It's kind of expanding upwards, but oh, there's a nice move. It went away again. Went away again. It just went away again. So, yep. Nice long weekend. I hope to get a lot done. There's that long signal again. I'm going to take it here if it sticks. Looks like it's going to. We're in. Little iffy here. Oops, I need a stop loss. Put the stop below that current, that wick there on that last candle where it kind of bounced off the SMA line. Bands are still kind of tight and it's hugging them, so that's a little bit of a worry. About a 9-point stop here, it looks like I'm running. So risking about 36 bucks. Seeing some movement here. Nice. Forgot to check to see if we have news popping today. Kind of hit that third band, is struggling. That's enough. There we go. That's a nice move up. Still, it's between the second and third band. So expecting a little bit of a pullback. Hopefully not a huge pullback. Watching this here. We're about 7 points in the profit. A little bit of a pullback here. Charts are slightly different because one's NQ, one's MNQ, but they're close enough. Gold trying to come back down over here. SMA line has now gone above my stop, so that's always a good sign, especially when it's curling up. So we do seem like we're in a bit of a slight consolidation. Oh, gold signal been good to take. Just beautiful move down there. Gonna be charting out gold and crude this weekend, I think. Try and see if we can add some confidence to our repertoire. Good morning, Frankie. How is it going today? Don't like this little stair step down, but hopefully this is going to come down to the SMA line and bounce, maybe? Hopefully. Gold made a beautiful move there. My Twitter is going to flash in front of you because I want to get to financial juice. ECB. I have no idea what that even is. Let's see here. Oh, U.S. retail sales. Is that today? Yeah, U.S. retail sales and jobless claims. That's right. Both of those are coming up in 6 minutes. I'm not sure I'll hold this trade through there. We see that it has come down to the SMA line. I'm doing all right, Frankie. Nice bounce on the SMA line there. It's still kind of sticking here right around 14,220. High over here got up to 14,240. I would love to see that, but right now, but I'm not sure we're gonna get there. And I don't know if I want to exit this trade or if I just want to move a tighter stop. I mean, I'm not risking a lot here. It's 2 micros. It's a 9 point stop, so 18, like 36 bucks. And if it blows up, that'd be nice. Oh, there is a nice little candle up. There we go. There's some movement up. We're about 10 points in the profit. And pull back. It's not going up easy, that's for sure. For sure, for sure. Um, Came back down to that 220 area, breaking back down toward my entry. Uh, the SMA line is right at 220. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, no. Sure what that line is. SMA line's at 216, which is still below my entry, but above my stop. UltraBond keeps wanting to get attention behind the chart here. So we are 2 minutes from the news. I'm just gonna hold it. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold, know when to walk away, know when to run. The gambler. I guess that's a bad analogy because so many people say trading is gambling and it's not. Gold's leveled out there. So I'm gonna hold through the news and hope it blasts up some. Be ready to flatten if it does. Bands are tight. Only you have to really bend those bands up. Back up about 10 points now. See if we get a burst. Oh, nice burst right before. Oh, and right back down. Oh, wow. Quick up and quick down. Up downs. Okay. So here's the news right now. Not really a big reaction either way. Interesting. So I held through the news and so far hasn't bit me. Oh, there's a nice move up. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, oh, pullback. That's not what I wanted. Oh, wow. Okay. So it liked the news for a minute and then hates the news now. Came all the way back down to my entry. Let's see if it pops back up. It did hit the SMA line. It got below and bounced above it. I should have took it off. It was up to six. I was up like 64 bucks. I should have took it off there maybe. We'll see what happens on this next candle. Like that. Do like that wick. But nope, coming down. Yeah. Actually sending a short signal. I am expecting it to bounce here, but might take out my stop before it does. If there's a bounce back up to my entry. So just about break even again. Bands are kind of tightening. Back down. Came within a couple ticks of my stop. Just came within one tick of my stop, and there's my stop. So, taken out. Decided it didn't like the news, apparently. Looks like it's going to go short. Another bounce there off the bottom band. Yep. Bad day so far, bad day. Still early yet. But we're down $63.50 on the TCP. No forward momentum at all. Good morning, John. How are you? Oh wow. How did you do? It looked like things were kind of easy to trade overnight. So we're gonna try and go back short here, maybe. That's a big candle though. I don't like. Definitely. I'm gonna wait. Maybe now. It kind of bounced off that band again. That could be a. Okay, we're gonna try again. Going short here. Oh yeah, I need a stop loss. Hello, Terry. Well, I'm definitely my favorite company is Earn the Trade. Easy one step eval. Well, I shouldn't say easy. One step evaluation. Uh, End the day drawdown. Good support. Good people. Discord. Uh, I like I said, end of the day drawdown, which is much preferable for me at least over the constantly trailing drawdown. And you have your choice between the different gauntlet minis or the trader career path. Good morning, Matt. I was wondering where you were. If not earn a trade, then a lot of people talk. I haven't dealt with Apex. Ah, man, this is coming back. That big bounce off that third band back up. But a lot of I haven't dealt with Apex. I haven't ever had an account there. But a lot of people talk very good about Apex. They do have a constantly trailing drawdown though. But other than that, from what I understand, they're a good company as well. Right now, Earn a Trade has deal going with their trader career path is discounted to $115, and when you pass, you can get the last month of your subscription refunded. So if you pass in 1 month, it's a free evaluation. If you pass in the second month, you get your second month subscription fee refunded. Or if you want to do a gauntlet mini, you can always get 20% off with my link in the video description below. Ooh, I like this move. I like this move. I like this move. Is this going down nicely here? Eh, wasn't as much as I thought. That candle looked bigger, and it just gave it all back. Darn it. You're welcome, Terry. Yep. And the thing is, I mean, we talk about the intraday drawdown as being a negative, but if you get funded with earn trade, eventually you're gonna have to deal with that anyway. So, you know, part of me says you should get used to it during the eval because if it's gonna cause you problems in the eval, then it's gonna cause you problems when you get funded. So maybe having that end of day drawdown is almost like a detriment. I don't want to say a detriment, but like it's not preparing you for what you'll eventually have to deal with when you're funded. There we go. Now I'm seeing a nice move. It's gone about 15 points. Might take one off the table here. If it goes down, say 20 points, take one off. Bouncy, bouncy. Bounce back up. Push down. Come on. Where are all my sellers at? There we go. There's some movement down. Matt, settlement, what's it at today? Oh, so we had this move that ended down here at a low of 190, and that's where we're just bounced again. I should have looked at that. So if it comes back down to that 190, and I'm probably gonna take one off the table, and we'll leave one on. Yes, I realize I could look up the settlement stuff myself, but I'm lazy. See, that's why you need to get rid of that work crap, Matt. Something tells me I should have taken it off there. Thank you, Matt. So we're coming down from settlement. Interesting. We bounced off 190 again. Not really. I mean, it went down below 190, but came right back up. Sellers do seem to keep coming in here. Pushes the wicks back down, the candles back down. But oof. It's probably already kind of late to take one off. Wanted to get back down to 190, then I'll take one off. It might not do that. SMA line. I'm blocking it. What I wanted to do there. SMA line sitting at 210. Which is right by my entry. So yeah, if it comes all the way back up to the SMA line, it's going to come all the way back up to my entry. And that's what it looks like, looking like it wants to do right now. I'm going to take that order back off. I'm up 40. Oh, Gonna watch it in here. It's hanging around 96. Trying to head back down. And we're gonna get ready to take one off if it hits like 90. Since that's where it's struggling. Then we'll move the stop to break even. Maybe. Up as soon as I get a order ready to take one off, it pops back up. And move my stop down to about tops of these candles here. If it comes all the way back up to there, it's probably reversing. I should have got out. You can see how this stair stepped ever since that almost doji candle and wicked up. My Ameritrade, what order should have been a limit? And indicators, I am using Super Trend, Bollinger Band, 20 period SMA. And I occasionally look at VWAP, although I kind of forgot about VWAP. VWAP's up there, okay. But yeah, mostly Super Trend and Bollinger Band and SMA line. Yeah, every time I try and set a limit order uh on Quant Tower, I seem to end up closing the trade. Hey, there we go. Okay, took one off the table. Now my stop still says 2, so I got to figure out how to change that. Me and Quant Tower still aren't intimate with one another. Actually, I can just close that order and then we'll make a new stop. Actually, we'll make our stop right there at break even. Actually, we're going to trail the stop above this big candle. Ooh, bounce there again. Got down to about 83. So we took one off the table. The second one's bouncing up. See if we can get below. Got. We can get back below where it was. SMA line sitting at 203, which is right above my current stop. Crude. We're about 10 minutes from the crude pit, or crude desk, I should say. There's no longer a pit opening. Coming back up toward that SMA. SMA is below my stop now by just a hair. Maybe 2 hairs and a fingernail. Still indecisive. I'm still, if I take it off here, I will be back to just about break even. Thank you, John. There we go. Now coming back down. Prior low on that weird little candle there was 84. We just hit 82. And then we hold through news at the top of the hour. That's the question. We still have a few minutes to decide. Another wick down off of that same area, so that's definitely a struggle. Let's see. Oh, yep, same area. Well, that's a 9. That came down to 90. So not quite. It's got a little lower than there. Is that the low of the day? Oh yeah, we are at the low of the day. I didn't even realize that. Push it down. Just trying. We're stopped to the top of that candle there. Up, bounced again. Yep. Now, this is where I struggle, I admit. It's like, if it bursts through there, there's a good chance it bursts down. But how many times do I give it a chance to try before it might reverse? It's like, that's the conundrum. When it constantly hits the same area several times over several candles, two things can happen. It finally gives up and reverses, or it breaks through and shoots down. So I'm just trailing it with by putting it, above the last bits of the move. Like I had it here first, and then I moved it to here. So if it comes up and hits it, that's fine. It's about 13 points of profit there. Crude's making a move here down. You can see up in the upper right-hand corner, right before its desk opens. Let's try it again. Head of steam. Can it do it? Nope. Again. got down a little bit further that time. Got down to 81. So we've seen it here 84, here 82, here 82, here 81. Like an auctioneer, do I hear 80? SMA line is sitting at 195. My stop sitting at 196. There it goes, trying again. Yep, not again. So, and now we are 4 minutes till news. At this point, I'll just keep my if we're still in the trade in 4 minutes, I'll just keep the stop where it's at, and if the news causes it to burst down, I'll be in luck. If not, it just takes out the stop. Looks like it's gonna come up and hit me. Yep. Okay, so we're out of that trade. And we're now back. We're about break even now in the day because we're up $4, but the commissions mean I'm down, a little bit down. But that was a winner. Good morning, DWT. John says Michigan consumer sentiment, sediment, not settlement, sediment. Not sure why they like Michigan so much. I think we're gonna try and get a long signal here, but I'm staying out. Yeah. Yep, there it is. University of Michigan's sediment preliminary numbers. We also have U.S. business inventories coming out as well. Oh, wait, 10? Oh, yeah, it is 10. Oh, yeah. 9. Okay, yeah, 9 Central. Oops, sorry. Yep. These darn time zones. That's okay, John. That's all right. Although apparently we had a Fed speaker start speaking 10 minutes ago. It came back down. That was not a bad win that we just took there. I wish it had been on regular NQ. That would have been much better, but hey, it's okay. So, yeah, they're always speaking. They need to shut up for a while. So, one win erased two small losses today on the TCP. So we're back to about break even. Gold is squeezing between bands here. Top of the hour. The heating oil finally coming down some. That looks like I might have got out too quickly on the NQ. Let's see, still struggling there. See, another smoother move there again on SES down. It went down 7 points. It's been nice. Yep, so I should have stayed in. Should have not trailed my stop as close. See, it just finally broke that support down. Low of the move now is 76. So now we wait for our next opportunity. Look how tight, oops, look how tight gold is right now. Not moving at all after this nice move down. So copper actually has made a new daily low just recently. We continue to make new daily lows here on the indices. Oh, John, I totally missed your reply earlier about trading London. Yeah, it just seems like London's easier to trade, and see you did very well on it, and congratulations being close to passing FTMO. Um, I've said that once I don't have to make money during the day, I might trade the London into the New York and then sleep during the day. I prefer, I've always been a nighttime person anyway. Now that one time I did do the London session, and maybe because it was a non-farm payrolls day, but there wasn't many opportunities. But we're probably gonna try another London session on May 6th. So you can all stay up all night with me again. May 6th. That week you'll get tired of seeing me because I'm going to do an extended stream for FMOC as well. You want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Welcome, everybody. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Join John and DWT and Matt and others. If you're here from YouTube, I would love it if you would hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm likes likes, and I like likes. Of course, if you're new here, I'd love to also have you as a subscriber. Channel continues to grow. I did send a long signal there, but definitely don't like that location. And it immediately pulled back. Yeah, I charted out that NQ earlier, and it looked really easy overnight. I mean, easy is obviously a relative term in trading. Nothing's really easy, but it I've always said it seems like overnight trends easier. And someone showed me a chart once. Let's see if I can find that because it was on Discord. Very interesting. There we go. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. John, no, it's not open. From what I understand, it's not open tonight either. At at the close of this close this afternoon, it's not open again until Sunday evening. At least that's what I was told. I haven't verified that. I just assumed I wasn't going to be streaming tonight. Because the CME website is like very confusing. So hey guys, check this out. Here's a link I'm posting. Check out that chart from the research of when the gains happen most in the market. It's an interesting article. It's a little older now, but basically the summary of that article says after hours trading for the S&P 500 has generated almost 600%, while intraday gains are flat since 1993. And the phenomenon has even been more pronounced since the March 2020 sell-off. Yep, I plan on doing a lot of charting this weekend. I also have a couple videos I want to get done. People have been begging me to explain my strategies and all that. And they've been wanting that video now for months. Maybe I'll finally get that done this weekend. Maybe. Maybe. No. I also need to give myself a haircut because I look like a bad hippie right now. Gold popped up a little nicely there. 4 points. That was very nice. So when things range like that, you know they're eventually going to kind of blow. No. Hands? Or Hans, I'm sorry. I trade the way I trade. You can trade the way you trade. Don't come into somebody's stream and tell them how to trade. He's done this before. Tell you what, Hans, remove yourself from my stream. Morning life around here. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? FYI, I blocked him. He's gone. I just don't get how people come into somebody else's stream and tell them how to trade. I don't understand that. I would never do that. I'm hanging in there, life around here. I'm doing alright. And that will probably be my first downvote of the day. Let's see. No, not yet. There are hundreds of different ways to trade successfully. Don't think you only have the one right way to do it. I might have been a little hasty in blocking him, but that said, I don't remember how to unblock, so I don't usually block people that disagree with me, but that's the second time. I don't understand what he expected because he did this before. He's come in here before and complained about my indicators. So and I didn't change then. I don't know what he was expecting to do this time around. Michael, I think some people have a lot of success with it. I don't get it. I admit that. I occasionally look at a Dom and all that, and it just like what I expect when I see like a bunch of orders sitting on a certain level, looking at a Dom, and then thinking that that's a support or resistance area, and then it just blows right through, or the order gets pulled, and it blows right through. But obviously, some people have some great success with it. Canadian futures trader does 100% order flow trading, and he's very successful. Maybe if I've taken the time to, he recommends some guy that he learned so much from. If I took the time, maybe it would make sense to me. But you know, there's like I said, there's multiple ways of trading, whether it's chart or order flow or whatever. And I think that always looking for knowledge is good, but sometimes you can start paralyzing yourself with even with too many indicators on a chart when they start conflicting, and you're like you don't know which way to go, so you end up not making any trades. So is order flow something I might want to learn in the future? It might be. I don't know if it might, if there's a hybrid model where it can help, as a chart trader, if it could help there. But I don't want to end up confusing myself too much. But obviously, some people have great success with it. And if you're interested in learning order flow, Canadian Futures Trader has posted a free course on his website for order flow trading. And if anyone's interested in that, I can get you that link. Looking for that. There we go. Here's that link. So, Ace, how are you doing then? And I totally missed that taking off your pants comment. Okay. You're welcome, Michael. CFT's a good guy. Consider him a good friend. And he knows his stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't have blocked him so quickly, but I don't know. I gave him the leeway the first time he was here. And you had a little bit of fun with him the first time he was here, too. But when you come back in and do it again the second time, I kind of lose patience. And I'm usually a pretty patient guy. I mean, he's only the third person I've blocked. And I've now been streaming October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months. Wow. Y'all been dealing with me for 7 months? That's like insane. Hey, Jimmy, haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing? Oh, great. Funded. Awesome. Great job. Was that with Earn to Trade or with another company? And yeah, Ace, I mean, I only did it, like I said, because it was the second time. We see NQ popping up here, but I'm going to ignore that because it goes to the open. But I don't I'm not one of those people that can't stand someone that like disagrees with me or has different ideas than me. So I would definitely don't mind debating somebody on something, but he just decided to not even make a debate about it. That's okay, Jimmy. Good job. You can mention the name if you want. It's not like this is just an earn a trade stream. They don't pay me to stream, so it's not like I'm just here for them. That said, if they ever wanted to make this an official earn a trade stream and pay me to stream, I'll be open to that. Gold bounced here off the SMA line, heading back up. So we are about 9 minutes to the bell. See what happens after the bell. I'm not going to take anything before then. Break even on the day on the TCP and down on the gauntlet as usual. Do I trade the ES occasionally? I've been looking at it more lately because it seems like it's been a little bit smoother than NQ. I'm more NQ than ES, but I may start trading it more. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Apex is that intraday drawdown instead of the end of day drawdown. I much prefer the end of day. NQ did pop up there and would have given us 15 points here. It was a good spot for it too. I probably should have grabbed that. You see it consolidated here after this move down. Nice little consolidation and then pop back below the SMA line and then back above it. And that's a good sign usually. NQ's continuing to curl up here. I got some breakfast in front of me. I'm going to try and eat real quick. So I'm going to mute. We'll watch the markets, and I'll be cut back in as we approach the bell. Move up there on NQ all of a sudden. Yes, I do have food in my mouth as I'm talking. 22 points, all right here, 5 minutes before the bell. Jimmy, the thing about the trailing drawdown that I don't like is the fact that you could actually have a 100% win rate, but if you're not cutting your winners and letting them pull back, you could actually still fail. Let's say you have uh, 5 trades in a row that you let pull back by 50% from their highs. That could blow your account, even though you've never took a losing trade. CFT's also made an announcement that he has some sort of major announcement about something later today. So I would bet that is what is happening with him as well, but he won't tell me anything, and I haven't sent like anyone to torture him and to tell me. So now we're about 90 seconds to the bell. Bad news, I'm not going to be able to finish my eggs in time. I was talking. On the 5 minute and the 1 minute here on the NNQ, watch it here. So, 20 seconds to the bell. And here we go. So far, it's not rocking our world. ES popping up with 3.5 points. NQ dropping down about 15. 18 points now, but ES continuing to show green, up by about 4. Jimmy, absolutely. If you're successful, absolutely. If you have, if uh, if you have a successful strategy, being able to copy it over multiple accounts means you're doubling or tripling or whatever your money basically, or you can spread out risk. Where I mean, if you say you like to trade six contracts, but you don't want to take the hit of a loss uh, of 6 contracts on one account, if you're spreading it out where it's 3 on 2 or 2 on 3, you're spreading the risk where an account does not take a catastrophic loss while being able to go for bigger gains. There's a guy on the Earn to Trade Discord who has somewhere between 20 and 30 accounts. And he has them set up over 4 computers using trade copiers. So still small moves here, about 4 points on the ES, down about 12 points. Just remember, if one of those accounts is earn a trade or whatever, earn a trade has to be the master account. It cannot be a follower account. And you can't copy from one earn a trade account to another. So this is a very, very muted open right now. 5 points, down 5 points on ES, up 3 points. I mean, sorry, down 5 points on Nasdaq, up 3 points on ES. Nasdaq just went green, but slightly. Seems like volume's really down today, day before the holiday. If I didn't know what time it was, I wouldn't even realize this was the open. My God, are we sure it is the open? Four minutes into this 5 minute candle, and it's gone through down 5 points now. Uh, Michael, are you talking newbie to trading, newbie to futures, newbie to prop trading? Uh, Now we're down 20 points. Now it's starting to move down 23. ES is still there at up. ES, ES just made it's up 7 points now, so ES is definitely the winner so far. Um, Michael, um, for learning to trade, simulator. Definitely be trading in a simulator. You need to give yourself screen time in a simulator before ever putting real money on the table or even trying for an evaluation to get funded. Um, Work to find your strategy, find what works, and stick with one asset at first. ES is a good one. Don't go to NQ. NQ moves too fast if you're interested in trading futures, that is. But yeah, small size. When you do go to trading either with real money or to get evaluated, at first stick with micros where you can. But yeah, definitely trade in a simulator. CME has a free simulator, but the data is 15 minutes behind. But as long as you're not looking ahead, that's okay. TradingView has a simulator as well. To get to use it though, I think you need to pay at least 14 a month plus $4 for data. Yeah, YM is also very good. Don't mix it up with the YMCA. That'll be weird. But yeah, Dow's also moves nicely. Russell can move nicely as well, but without like scaring people. but definitely do, and don't rush it. Don't rush the process. When people start getting into trading, and I tell them kind of like treat it like a college course, but without the student loan debt. You're going to, give yourself time to learn it, practice, practice, practice. And, if you're going to do for like an evaluation with Earn to Trade or any of these other prop firms, you treat that like the final exam. Yep, Jimmy is right as well there. You know, some people will get into a sim account and they'll have like, the sim account like $100,000 account, so they'll trade like 20 contracts. You want to trade exactly like you would trade if you were trading with real money. It's sometimes hard to get that emotion, but it's what works. So this new candle here is down 41 points. This 5-minute candle. NQ is starting to bleed out now. Very weird candles at the open, but now it's heading down. Gold's heading down, copper's heading down, bonds heading down, crude's heading up. Oh, ES has finally joined the short side. Short signal there coming into an SMA line. Now, I don't know. I should have grabbed the first short because that would already be down 3 points. But it's coming in the SMA line, but we have Nasdaq already bleeding out. NQ's at a new low of the day. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I could have traded this. And most of the time I don't trade within a few minutes of the open anyway. It sent the short signal right on the 8:30 or 9:30 candle. Obviously reversed, and it would have. It reversed over 30 points. Hugged this. I just don't see a clean entry. Obviously it just went straight down, but this one wicked down almost to that third band. Maybe seeing this big wick here would have been a good indication, but this was just one I had to miss. Now this one was stupid of me. I should have taken this right here. Even though it was, within 12 minutes of the bell, gave a quick 30 points would have been beautiful. Now this is just, since this wick up here, uh, seeing this wick up might have been the entry as well. The way it came down, gave back half that candle. I'm sorry, gave back the whole candle and went red and broke the SMA. But way this did the same thing on the prior candle, also scared. But now since it's come down 90 points since that very top. Yeah, well, yeah. The NQ's now come down with what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight candles, red candles, and it's now come down over 100 points since that wick up. So, it's interesting because this short signal here was good. It was a great signal, except for that 30-point pullback. And that 30-point pullback would have stopped me out no matter what strategy I would have used. Even if I would have gotten in here with for the high of the recent move, it would have wicked up and nailed that as well. But it's just like totally selling off. Gold selling off too. That would have also been a great signal. That one also fired right at the bell, or right before the bell. That's come down 4 points. ES also bleeding. So missed opportunities here for sure. Yes, I said for sure. I'm going to be doing a lot of charting this weekend. A little bit of a bounce here. Everything's red. I mean, it's unusual for gold, gold, UltraBond, and and the indices, everything to be heading in the same direction. Jimmy, yeah, I do. Mainly use the 1 minute. Um, I've been looking at higher time frames for reversal plays or possible bigger moves. Like you can see here, like you know, this is I've been watching like the 15, the 1 hour on for gold and other ones for reversal plays, mostly But also seeing if these signals work. They often do. I'm going to be charting that. I've noticed that the signals on the higher time frames are often correct. So I want to see how correct they really are. And maybe start going for bigger plays at times. The problem with going for bigger plays is sometimes you need bigger stops. But I need to find a decent strategy that's not going to blow me out. So just an absolute sell off here of everything. Wow, look at that UltraBond drop. I didn't realize it was that big. This is the hourly chart on the UltraBond, and this is almost a 2-point drop. It's a $2,000 candle. Let's see if I've been paying attention to, say, the 30-minute, if it loads. Thank you. 30 minutes sent me this signal here. Now look at that reversal, though. That would have been hard to stay in because it reversed almost a full point. It bounced off that SMA, and then I could have caught this big move down. Although, look, it was kind of ugly otherwise throughout the day so far. But yeah, UltraBond is now again at a low it has not seen since, I keep saying this regularly. Let's see. Looks like April 2019. So, looking for opportunities, yeah. Obviously, the one disadvantage of the 1 minute chart is you have to react fast if a signal fires. You know, if you're lucky, it fires right at the beginning of the candle, and you have 60 seconds to decide whether or not that's a good signal or not. Sometimes if it fires 5 seconds before the candle closes, then you're trying to decide if it's good. That's a good strategy, Jimmy. And you know, obviously, I look at too many futures at once, looking at them all. So it's hard for me to keep charts up of multiple time frames for one instrument. I got to keep switching back and forth. When I get my ultimate computer set up, when I get wealthy, I'll have like more monitors. So Nasdaq's just continuing to head down. Low of the, I think we're continuing to make new lows of the day. Interestingly enough, ES has not gotten to the low of the day yet. I could have taken that short signal there though on the 5 minute chart, and that would have been beautiful as well. So I'm going to chart a lot this weekend. Probably make a couple videos, or at least one. But there's 2 weeks to go in April for trading. 10 trading days. And my goal is to get the TCP up through the 25K live sim done. So I need $1,750, about 1,800, no, about $1,900 because I'm down about 150. So that's only 190 a day, but I'm gonna shoot for more, try and get that done before May, and I want to get the Gauntlet account back to positive and work on getting it. And we just hit the low of the day on the ES. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, let's look. Uh, 11 a.m. my time. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to trade the afternoons because things tend to trend and die after lunch. So I could have got in on this at any point in time and made money, but I hate trying to get into a trend that's already rolling because I always feel like that's exactly where it's going to decide to bounce. And then, but yet I feel so dumb sitting here and not getting in any of this price action. It's like thousands of dollars are just made for anybody to just went short. You know, this is now down 150 points. No, well, 136 points since the top. Gold, since it sent that signal, has been down. It's now down 10 points. Speaking of points, Ace, you still here? Did you get your 2 points? Didn't hear your 2 points. Ooh, copper just dropped like a rock. Is copper considered a rock? Guess so. I have no idea how you mine copper. Don't know if it's. I know it's a metal. Things they ponder while live. Agriculture. Ooh, look at that. Move down on agriculture. Ew. It's interesting. It's still interesting the way everything is bleeding out. Like everything, everything, except for probably oil. Yeah, oil's even leveled out, but copper just dropped big time. Okay. Oh, up. Are we okay? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Said the stream just never saw a blip on my internet. That was weird. Seems like we're okay. Uh, is it better now? Am I okay? Not sure if my internet's all of a sudden being stupid.